बोलून बघू कसा आवाज येत आहे का? ओके. तर ठीक वाटतंय.
So you're getting phone call.
आप पहुंच गए
आप
क्या
पहुंच
सर?
गए क्या? अभी नहीं गया, अभी गए।
ओके. आपने एक्चुअली 6:30 टाइम बताया ना तो शायद वो 6:30 पे ही लोग ज्वाइन हो जाएंगे फिर मुझे कोर्स का कोई ऑप्शन है क्या सर?
No, ma'am. Ma'am, again refresh like this.
ओके. सो आपको शायद मुझे होस्ट करना पड़ेगा.
Ma'am, Radhika ma'am, Radhika ma'am,
हाँ सर बोलिए.
ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we'll wait. I think that the timing issue is thing. I think nobody has
Yeah.
signed.
Yes, yes, yes. You said 6:30, na? I think. Okay. Where are you now?
Hey, there was a mistake happened that
Yes, yes.
6:30. I meant 4:36.
Yeah, actually, I was in that preparation. I thought it was in 6:30, so I prepared accordingly. Have you seen presentation?
So, ma'am, Omkar sir will be handling the session, right, ma'am?
Uh,
But
no,
do I know?
actually, just to make me, if we don't have option to make co-host,
I
then
will make the host
better
and then
to,
Omkar sir can manage, right? You can make, or maybe I'll make you host and then you can,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, you can make me host. I'll handle because I have joined it from two accounts. So it
Right,
is easy for me to handle, right?
right. So
Yeah.
let me follow.
Co-host can say yes. Hello.
Good evening, sir.
हेलो सर मेरा स्क्रीन दिख रही है
Without him, Navi.
Very good evening, everyone, and good morning, good evening,
Greetings, sir.
everyone.
Hello?
It is first of all, it is requested to all the participants that if you can mute yourself, it will be really helpful. Otherwise, then the echo is going to create. If you make it
Natural air conservation.
requested to all.
What means
Okay.
conservation?
So myself, Ishan, today you all have joined here for a wonderful session, as you can see on the screen, nature and its conservation. And today we have a guest speaker, Miss Radhika. She's a you can say nature lover or animal lover, and I don't want to take much more. And she is also used to watch the birds and something like that. And she will introduce herself. I think explain that better way. So I'll not take much more time. I would like to give this opportunity. And she is the director of Antriksh. Yeah.
सही है बिल्कुल सही है हाली तो आज मैं
Okay, so I would like to hand over the session. So hand
किमराना
over-
पोर कोई नोरा زدت بريخه ما دای په سکرین نه ورته
yes sir actually I'll request participants to please mute their mics and turn off the videos so it will not disturb so that I can start my session everybody can hear me right am I audible please reply
Yes, ma'am.
okay yeah
Yes, ma'am.
so
Yes, ma'am.
I'll request you
sorry to interrupt, ma'am. I would
Yeah.
like to mention one thing that participants, you will be getting a participation certificate, and some of you will be really interacting throughout the session. So we'll be throughout the session, we'll be noticing your names, who is interacting very well. We'll be giving a certification of appreciation for 3 top participants, and remaining all who are active and attending the entire session will be getting the certificate of participation. So at the last of the session, when the question and answer session will be there, we'll be sharing a Google form link which you can fill. Don't forget it. If then only you can get your participation certificate, right? Okay, over to you, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, sir. So my name is Radhika. As sir introduced me a little bit. I'll briefly introduce myself. I have done my BSc in zoology from the Ferguson College. It's a Pune University College. So while doing BSc, I have get into touch with all those things: nature, birds, animals, and I love to observe the bird and animals. So I've started my journey from that since 2012. I'm observing the birds and studying the birds. So instead of only studying the birds, I started studying the nature as well. So trees, forest, and those things also. So like that, I have getting interest into that, and right now I'm presenting a nature and its conservation topic in front of all of you. So thank you, Antariksh India, to give me this opportunity to present my topic in front of all of these children and participants. And thank you, participants, for participating in this session and listening to me. So I will start my presentation with this. Yeah. So mostly I'll be talking Hindi and English language. So if comfortable for all of you, then I will start my presentation. Is that comfortable?
Yes, ma'am.
English and Hindi?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So sure, we'll start. So this is the content of today's session. Uh, what is nature, opportunities in natural sciences, what is the conservation, type of conservations, and what is the need of conservation? Why do we have to
Ma'am,
conserve?
sorry to interrupt, ma'am. I think your presentation is not shared. It seems, isn't it?
Isn't it? Okay, I'll do it again. Actually, yeah, uh, I've shared through Canva, but I'll share again.
Radhika, do we have a attendee certificate at the end of the program?
It is at the end of the program, so you can get it after filling the form. After filling one Google form, you have to fill the form of participation, and then you'll get a certificate.
Okay, exactly. I am still here at the end of the program to participate, and I will discuss so many things with you. And I am ready about everything you can ask me. And hope you will give me a attendee certificate. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah. So stay tuned. Thanks. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, is it visible? My slides is visible.
Yeah, yeah, you can go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah.
It's visible.
Yeah. So this is the content of today's topic. What is nature, opportunities in natural sciences? What is conservation? Types of conservation? Why do we need to conserve all these things? And how we can do it in our daily life? So yeah. So as this is an interactive session, I would like to ask you some questions. Please request you to reply on that. What do you think? What is nature? Yeah.
Ma'am,
Answer.
can you please repeat your question?
What is a nature? What do you think? What is a nature?
Ma'am, nature is which we can.
Ma'am, nature
Yeah.
is different kinds of trees, animals, living things.
Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Okay. And what about the humans building
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
or things which is created by humans? What do you think about that?
that is human made. It is not in nature.
Okay.
Nature is that which we found in our environment, like our atmosphere,
Hmm.
like trees, clouds, air. Everything is in nature. It is what we find in environment, atmosphere.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, all those things you told me. So that is man-made things. But isn't it inspired by nature? What do you think about that?
Yes, we can say it, but trees are in nature. They are not man-made. Like that, air is also in nature. They are not in man-made.
Hmm.
And what we can find in our environment, that all we can say in our nature.
Okay. So what will you say if I planted one tree and I said it as a man-made? Because I planted, I
Uh,
saw that seed. as you are doing farming, right? In school, you all are doing farming. So we purposefully planted that trees, or with the objective that we are getting food from it. So isn't that a man-made thing?
No.
Yeah, but that are man-made. But what, how the tree is growing? It is in nature. We can't go underground and make roots. No, we can't. So that's the nature is doing. Like sunlight is coming. So it is in
Okay.
nature. Like oxygen is coming. We can't make oxygen. So
Yeah.
that's the things which trees want. That are in nature.
Yeah. Yes. Perfect. Perfect. Good answer. So, what do you see about technology? What do you think about technology? What is your name? Actually, you asked me about the certificate. Can you tell me your name?
Uh, Hisba.
Okay, just tell me your. We
Um,
will have just one introduction. Just tell me your name and grade, and where are you talking from, so that I can identify.
okay, so ma'am, hello, I'm Hisba Khan from Jaipur, and I'm in ninth grade.
Okay, where are you talking from, Hispa?
Ma'am from Jaipur, Amir,
Okay,
the
okay,
city
okay,
Jaipur.
okay, okay. Next, Ridhishri. I can have some Ridhishri, Tanushri, Bhanushri. Okay, let's. You can put that in the chat box as well. But what do you say about technology? What do you think about that? What will you say? Is that natural, or is it a man-made? Or what do you think about that?
Technology is a man-made.
So
Okay,
yeah, it is artificial.
okay. It's totally artificial, but isn't it inspired by nature?
No, it's not inspired by nature. It's inspired by humans.
Okay, humans are not inspired by nature.
Yeah,
Is
humans
is
we
it
can
what
say
you
are
want?
inspired by nature.
Okay. So I would like to
Yes.
give you one example of aeroplane. Have you seen aeroplane?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Everybody have seen aeroplane, right? So isn't it inspired by birds? The technology of
Yeah.
aeroplane has been inspired by the birds, how they are flying, and humans are sitting in the aeroplane and they are also flying like a bird. So yeah, it's technology is also a part of nature. So everything is a part of nature. As here I quoted one thing, or it's not my quote, but I have quoted that. I like that quote. That's why I've taken it. If you truly love nature, you will find beauty everywhere. So everything is like around us, it's included in nature. Like that, also technology is a part of nature. It's although it is man-made, artificial, or all those things which is made up from man, are man-made things that is also included in nature. So it's not a separate part from the nature. We are what extremists or activists are doing currently. They are making two parts, that this is a natural thing, this is a man-made thing, this is the artificial thing, or what we can say, the things which is sorry, the things which are not good for nature. But this is not the part. It's a part of the development, so we cannot consider it as like that. So it is under the natural thing. Everything is under the nature. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, you can ask me question on that after the session. If you feel if you want to ask any question on anything, you can raise your hand and ask me question. So
Sure.
now I have shared one thing. Can you see the slide? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can see here map of the world, and here it's a data from internet. I have taken the data from internet. So here you can see some of the countries which are in green color. So that countries are mega diverse countries. Means in that countries particularly we are having lot of diversity with the animals, birds, biodiversity thing. So India is one of the most diverse country among the world. You can see here there are like few countries which are mega diverse, them down, that's the biggest country from that. Because we are having different landscapes also, geographical conditions also. We're having all type of geographical conditions in India. So as you see, the Western Ghats, that is in Maharashtra, Kerala, Karnataka, and you can see Rajasthan. You are staying in that,
Excuse me,
you
ma'am.
have, yeah.
Ma'am, some echo is coming.
Sorry, I can't hear properly. Actually, someone have put it their mic on. Please, I'll request you, please, just put your mic mute so that session will not be disturbed. And Saraswat, will you please just turn your mic mute? Yeah. Now, can you hear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, as I said, there are different geographical conditions in India. As we can see, Western Ghats of Maharashtra, like Sahyadri Western Ghats. Also, the Rajasthan, there you can see a desert, and Himalayas. In Himalayas, you can see mountains, hilly mountains with the ice. And there are like coastal areas as well. We have a beautiful and large coastal area. We got a beautiful marine area, so that there we can find a marine biodiversity as well. So this is a beautiful country with a diverse type of species of animals, trees, forests, everything. So in these natural sciences, what you can study in zoology, botany, geology, agricultural sciences. These are all including in natural sciences. So if you are interested in these type of studies, you can find a really good colleges, universities among all of the world. But I have chosen like in India only. So I'll share the list of the universities and colleges which you can study there, or which you can study these subjects there. So these are some uh, universities or colleges where you can study natural sciences. There are really good universities, and they are doing really good research work on these subjects. And in these subjects, they are putting really great effort to conservation and research data. As we are having a diverse country, we need to conserve it. We need to keep a data of it. Without keeping data, we cannot do anything. As one of the most important things I forgot to tell you that what do you think about feeding the pigeons? Everybody can answer, please.
Ma'am, can you repeat it?
What do you think about your statement about feeding the pigeon?
Pigeon, ma'am.
Yeah.
Sorry, ma'am. Maybe.
Ma'am, I didn't have any experience.
Okay, I think most of you have seen that people are giving
But if we feed them, when we throw the grains for them, first they'll be scared for eating, ma'am. They'll fly away.
or any street birds. If you have seen, there are this group of pigeons, a street dog. People are feeding them, giving them food, whatever. If we are eating food, they are giving that food to them, or especially they are buying food for them and they are giving that food. So, have you seen any situation like that?
Yes. I think we can
Uh,
say that, yeah.
so, is that a good thing or bad thing? What is your opinion on that?
It is good opinion to feed, like we are feeding them, and if they are hungry, we are giving the food.
Yes, ma'am. And some birds without food also they are dying. So
If we
Okay.
we
don't
can
feed
feed them.
them, they are like hungry for many days, and if they see any human walking in the street, they are eating.
Okay.
That
So
way,
you
it is opinion, ma'am.
okay. So do you think that it's a correct thing that to feed them on the road or to give them food that we are eating?
Yes.
Okay. So, but do you think that is it really good idea to give them food whatever we are eating, whatever humans are eating? Because their food is totally different than us. They're not eating
No, ma'am.
whatever we are eating. Okay. Somebody is saying something. Hello.
Ma'am,
Yeah, Sridhar.
yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, it's not good to feed whatever we are eating to
Mm.
the animals, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Same. I'm agree with your opinion. My opinion is same like you that yeah we should not feed them with whatever food we are taking because they are enough capable because nature is building them uh, to take their own food or the evolution has made up them that strong that they can own their like they can get their own food and they can feed themselves. We do not have to interrupt on their in their food chain to feed them or to give them any kind of food from outside. So this is my opinion. You can of course debate on this. So what was my point is to convey you that we should not do that thing. Even though we are feeling that it's a good thing to keep food or to give a food for them, it's not that good. But yeah, for water, I can say yes, we can keep a water for birds in summer days because they are thirsty and they cannot easily get the water outside. So yeah, we should keep a water for them outside. But food is not that good idea. So anyway, my point was I was sharing the list of the institutions that can provide a good academy for the natural sciences. So Institute of India, Indian Institute of Science, Botanical Survey of India, Indian Council of Agriculture Research. These are the most important institute. You can go to Google, find it, like go through all the pages or information. You can find it in on Google, so you can go to. And there are Conservation Institute as well. So Bombay Natural History Society. I'll share the list of that institution in chat box after my question. So they have done a great job, Bombay Natural History Society. So they have published so many books on the conservations as well. Also identification books they have published, like bird identification book, flower identification book, tree guides. So these guides we need while we are studying flower, birds, or animals. Why do we need these guides? Because we don't know all of the names of the animals and birds. So where we can find, is it a good option to find it on Google? Yes. What we are doing right now, so we are clicking the picture of that bird, we are putting on Google Lens and we are finding the name. So instead of that, I'll suggest you take the books and find it in that. Observe the bird neatly instead of going to click picture. Observe it neatly and find it in books or somewhere you can find a like authorized or tested identification name. There you can find everything: scientific name, identification places, location, habitat of that particular species, animal, everything. So I'll suggest you to go to books rather than go to Google. Next,
Sure, ma'am.
yeah. What is conservation? So what do you think? What is conservation?
Hello, ma'am. I think your presentation has stopped to share, ma'am. Is it?
Okay, okay. I'll read it. Sorry. Till that, you can answer my question. What is conservation?
Conserving animals or protecting them.
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
What is conservation?
Ma'am, conservation, we can say that
I'm
whatever
protecting
we are
animals.
doing with animals,
Scholars,
with animals, we are doing such activities, logging down, we are conserving tigers, etc.
Hello. I heard answer of Isba. Is
Yes,
there
ma'am.
yeah,
Yeah.
somebody else actually want to talk?
Ma'am, it was me, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, I'm
Yeah.
telling that protecting animals.
ma'am,
Okay.
protecting resources for current and future generations.
Okay. Very good.
Like example, what China is doing in current, they are like taking animals which are going to like in a next generation they will not come. So like that tigers, bear, and many other that animals they are taking in their country and like save and saving like make the resource or what we can say that zoo like a zoo we can say
Hmm.
yeah because I heard that China is doing some resources for animals.
Ma'am,
Hmm. Okay.
and we
Yes.
should stop killing the animals. Now, animal means people are trying to kill animals for the fun
Hmm.
in forests. So we should stop them. So many animals will conserve.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. 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 We can protect the animals through that. But yes, all of the points are great points. You have mentioned almost all things. The prevention of wasteful use of resource. It's the main thing of conservation. That means whatever we are using, if we start using it excessively, that is not good. That is a waste. And the next thing is preservation, protection, or restoration of the natural, environmental, and of wildlife. That almost all of you have mentioned that we should protect animal or environment. So that is under everything is under the conservation. These are the this is called the conservation. But why do we need to conserve? So these I'll
For
ask
our
this question
future
later on.
generation, we should.
Wait. Sorry. I'll mention the type of conservation. You have mentioned all those things, but there are most other types as well, like for water conservation, forest conservation,
Sir,
biodiversity
I will also
conservation.
talk a little bit about the conservation.
Okay, yeah, sure. Talk. See, yeah.
Yeah, conservation is the care and protection of these resources so that they can persist for future generations. Conservation seeks the sustainable use of nature by humans for activities such as hunting, logging, or mining, while preservation means protection nature from human. When somebody is killing the humans, it is called conservation. Nature conservation means protecting nature so that it is not over exploited. It also means using natural resources wisely so that needs to present generation can be satisfied without compromising future conservation ability to maximize their own needs, the needs which are related to their environment, that they should protect from the other resources which are dangerful for them. And also conservation sciences parts are included in natural resources management and policies, social resources, ecopaleo, environmental mentoring, and also veterinary medicine. It also included hazard evaluations and photography, psychology, and also popular biology also included in conservation. Um, these are the most important parts of the conservation, that they are existed in the environment and we should protect and we should do care about these things.
Yeah, perfect. Very good. It's really great. You like talk about everything and you explained it very nicely. You have talked about every point. So good. So there are Right now, I'm telling you the types of conservation: water conservation, forest conservation, biodiversity, soil, and human conservation. So, in water conservation, of course, we need to conserve water. As we said, we should use our resources wisely and in a perfect like whatever quantity we require, that much only we have to uh, we have to consume. We should not consume it excessively, or we should not exploit it. We should not use water in excessive amount. As India is a India is the country where we can get a plenty of water, but in some of the regions there are still no water. There are dry regions, so they could not get a water for drinking even. So we should use our resources very wisely. Should use everything very wisely in a proper manner with the regular good habits and with good etiquette. After that, in the forest conservation, what do you think about plantation? Anyone can answer. What do you think about the plantation? If we are conserving any forest, so what government usually do? They're starting a plantation activity. They are starting this plantation activities, and through that activities they are planting same species of the plants in all
Sir,
over
I
that
will talk
region.
about forest
Yeah,
conservation. Okay, if you could give me a chance.
yeah, sure, talk.
Okay, I will talk about forest conservation. Forest conservation is a practice of planning and maintaining forested areas from the benefit and sustainability of future generations. Forest conservation involves the upkeep of the natural resources within a forest that are beneficial for both humans and the ecosystems. As you know, ecosystem is a round area of the conservation area, and forests provide wildlife with a suitable habitat for living, along with filtering groundwater and and also um, preventing runoff. If we see the um, forest history around the 19th in the United States, Gifford Pinchot lead a movement of conservation. Gifford Pinchot made the conservation a popular word in its application to natural resources. Throughout the next 2 decades, forestry professions became widespread. Following World War, forestry became a cooperation between private landowners in the state of the federal government. On March 21, 1933, U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt sent a message to the United States Congress to strengthen the United States forest resources. In the following days, Congress enacted the establishment of emergency conservation work. This project consisted of
Yeah.
25,000 men
Okay.
working on
Okay.
the forest. Yes,
Yeah.
and
Okay. So.
also we included the forest types. So there are many different types of forest.
Hmm.
They are categorized by climate and locations. 98% of the forest covered in the United States is natural, with the remaining 2% being plantation land. 33%
Yes.
of the United States is made
But
of the
my
forest.
question.
Out of,
Yeah.
yes,
Sorry to interrupt you, but my question was different. Like you have answered it very briefly. It was really helpful. You gave a
yes.
good information. But what my question was different. What do you think about the plantation activities? I'm talking about India. So in India, what governments do if they want to conserve any type of forest, they or any type of hilly areas, they will start a planting same type of species in that area. So is that a good idea to plant same type of species in that particular area? So this was my question. So should we plant a same type of trees, or should we plant a different trees?
So, ma'am, you're asking.
Yeah, that is the most important and significant questions that you asked about the plantation nowadays in India. You ask about that plantation forest can provide most goods and services that
Yeah.
are provided by natural forest. And the time is the most important thing for the plantation.
Yeah.
If we see nowadays is the time of planting uh, of new seeds and also new trees. And also
Yeah.
the situation should be not very much hot and not very much cold for
Yeah,
the
exactly. My point
trees.
was that only. So I'll continue from here. So my point was that we should like plant a diverse, whatever is the suitable for that condition. We should plant that tree or plant that particular thing over there. So if some species will be indigenous, that means which is habitual to that condition, we should plant that instead of taking the plants from the other countries or taking like it is from other countries. So it is better to plant it from here. Whatever is it from our surrounding that should be planted. That will help our ecosystem to grow better in a better way. That was my point. Okay, so scholars, hope you understand my point. If you have any questions, please ask me.
No, ma'am, you can continue.
Yeah, there is one question I think in chat box. I'll repeat that question after session. Is that okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So, can you see my next slide? So, why do we need to conserve? Now, this is again the point where you can give the answer. What do you think? Why do we need to conserve all these things? Soil, water, natural resources. Why do we need to conserve forest, trees, animals, biodiversity?
Ma'am,
Yeah. Yes, Sridhar, please answer. Hello. Can anybody tell that why do
Oh
we need to
yeah,
conserve?
exactly, sir.
Yeah.
I will answer your questions. Why do we need conserve? It is the most significant point, as you mentioned here. That's why we need, in a situation, in an environment, living beings are also alive with their conservation. That how they protect their plants and how they do their life. If we see nowadays in our area, the trees are the most important in the resource of the oxygen that they produces oxygen for the human inhalation. If we don't have trees, then we wouldn't have good oxygens to our um, body system, and we won't have any kind of fear health. And if we don't have kind of fear health, if we see every fruit has a kind of special vitamins, vitamin C, 6, and also 12. These things are necessary for the human body antibody systems. That's why we need, and also and conservation is also important for the every human beings, even not to humans. It's also necessary for plants, also for the birds and for the animals. That for example, we will say about the grass. Why do we cut the grass? If we shouldn't cut the grass because a cow need to some green grass.
Wow. Perfect.
It's
Perfect. Yeah.
yes.
It's a part
It
of
should.
the ecosystem. Yeah. The perfect thing you have told that we should not cut. We are thinking that it's unnecessary for us. Grass is unnecessary for us, right? For humans, we cannot get anything from the grass. But that is a part of ecosystem. Some other animals do need the grass, like insects. They're sitting on the grass. They're taking food from the grass. And other than the insects, like whole insect system, ecosystem is based on the grass and that system. Grass is having its own ecosystem. And again, the cow are eating the grass. Again, we are getting milk from the cow. So this is all included in food chain. So perfect. And I think Sridhar also mentioned one point that yes, he have mentioned, so that the resources, natural resources, can be used for next generation. That's why we need to conserve all these things. That's why we need to wait. Just a minute. I have to. So that's why we need to conserve all these things to that so that next generations can use this thing. Anyone else want to talk about this?
Ma'am, can you repeat the question, please?
My question was, why do we need to conserve all these things?
Ma'am,
Yes.
Then that
like
time
for
now we
conservation, the sugar has told that it can be work today and in the future both. Like it give benefit from them natural conservation resources today and in future. Like in future, it's necessarily more from today.
Yes. Yes. We should conserve it from today itself, and we should start it from today. So this is some database I have taken it from internet. You can see here that threatened species. So because of all these human activities, which is causing damage to the ecosystem, which is harmful for ecosystem, because of that, many animals, trees, flora, fauna is getting endemic species. It's getting towards that. So it is becoming endangered. We cannot see them again. After few years, we cannot see them again. So you can see here, there is some data. So only we can see these animals in this percentage only. As somebody mentioned about the tiger projects. So yes, uh, government has these projects due to like these conservation projects due to these human activities. We need to create that because we need to get a tiger. We need to give them safety. We need to give them a proper forest for like continuing their food chain, their life cycle to grow up them or to grown up their numbers to increase their numbers. We need to do that. This all conservational projects. So I'll tell you about that conservation projects also. But see that this is a very less numbers, and if we will not protect them now, so our next generation maybe they cannot see them, or it's just it. We cannot see them again. Never.
can I say one example? Right now, so sir, in the world.
Yeah, somebody is trying to say something. Okay.
Sir, only 1 minute.
Sir, how much more time would this program take from us?
Only a minute. Okay. So this is the Indian government support for conservation. As we have seen Forest Rights Act, it is about the forest and everything. That government is also supporting conservation program. Indian Forest Act 1927. I'll tell you briefly about these two acts later on. Now, what is the Wildlife Protection Act 1970? Before 1972, before getting our independence in India, so there was no as such like protection for the
Mom,
wildlife
can you
or
hear me?
animals. Yeah, yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, how much more time would this program take from us?
Yeah, I told you like few minutes, like 15 minutes. Or if you have any question or if you want to leave, just put your comment on chat box and you can leave.
15
Only
minutes left.
three sides. Yeah,
15 minutes
minutes.
left for the program leaving.
Yeah.
Okay, if I leave no, would you give me attendance certificate?
Yes,
I
yes, yes,
also.
yes, yes. Yeah, yes. You can leave. Just put your some like mail
Ma'am, sorry
in
to
chat
interrupt.
box.
Ma'am,
What would I write?
ma'am,
What do you say?
sorry to interrupt, ma'am. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah, yes.
So, sir, we'll be sharing the Google Form link actually in the chat box.
So I think you can wait for maybe up to 10 minutes as ma'am is saying, and then you can fill that form and then might you can leave. Right, sir? Yeah, ma'am, you can go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So yes, what I was saying, you Wildlife Protection Act 1972. So before 1972, there was no such act in India to protect any animal or tree or any forest. So everyone was like, as previously somebody said, that there was a lot of sorry. So there was a lot of hunting activities and all of the like letting the local resources in excessive amount. The government put this act, Wildlife Protection Act, for conserving all this nature which is surrounding in that. So that is the act between local, like, or we can say humans and the nature. So it is beneficiary for all of them. So they can use the resources in wise or in a appropriate quantity, but with the permission of government. The government will give them permission to use it. So for that, they need to fill the procedure or they need to go through the procedure. After that, they can use the resources, and only the local people, they only can use the resources. This is the Act of Wildlife Protection Act. I'll tell you briefly about this act if you want, and you can also Google or you can search for that act. As somebody said, tiger is the forest. So government of India have created this like a major or big project for tiger reserve. So they have created a lot of national parks for the tigers, and now it is incredibly increased number of tigers in India. So recently we have got the cheetahs also, six or seven numbers of cheetahs in India. So this is also a conservation project, but I'm not very happy with that. So this is a debate point, but it is okay. So this is also conservational project. And for water conservation, there are many projects in different states which has been implemented by the state government in India. So you can search about it. This is how the support given by the government for conservation. So how we people, like normal people, can do this act? How we can conserve environment? What is your suggestion? What will you suggest? Students or scholars, you can answer, please.
Ma'am, can you please repeat the question?
How we can conserve the nature? How we, like common people, can conserve the nature? What is the day-to-day activities through that we can conserve?
We
I'll
should
Ma'am,
not
it's
suggest
plastics.
unmerciful.
We should
scholars
not,
one by one.
we should not use.
Ma'am, can I?
Uh, Ridhishri, please answer. Then, yeah,
Okay,
Tanushree.
we should
Yeah.
not use plastic, and we should not pollute our environment by
Okay.
and
Okay.
should not throw the garbage.
Okay. Okay. Great.
Should
Tanushree,
not
now you
fire.
answer. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. Good.
Ma'am, we should follow reduce, reuse, and recycle.
Okay. Okay. Very good.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
Yes. Yes.
okay. So,
Sridhar, answer please.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, answer. You raised your hand, I think. So answer.
Yes, ma'am. I'm like, we should avoid using cars as much as possible so that the air does not get polluted.
Okay, great. Now, Hiba.
okay. So, we should not, like, first of all, not to cut the trees, because while we are cutting the trees, the nature is going, like, conservation is going up and up. So, first of all, we should not cut our trees. Second is that we should not, like, pollute. We use more and more the things that which pollute our nature. So it is also a big problem which is going like more and more in today's environment. And the last thing is the garbage. We are not like doing the garbage at the right place. We are throwing plastic everywhere. We are using more and more plastic. So that's the things. Okay.
Yeah, perfect. So I think almost all
Ma'am,
points are
can I?
covered. Yeah. Yes, yes.
Ma'am, first we
Somebody.
should save water,
Tanushi.
save electricity. Ma'am,
Yes.
excuse me, ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, please.
We should save water, save electricity, use recycled bags, and grow more trees and plants, ma'am. Reduce pollution and
Yeah. Perfect. In our day-to-day life, what we can do, we can save natural resources. Like instead of like if we are going nearby to any shop or nearby to any market, we can go through the cycle instead of
Excuse
going
me,
by.
ma'am.
Yeah, actually, it's too noisy.
Ma'am,
Please,
eco. Yes, ma'am. Same.
yeah, actually, somebody, please, will you turn off the mic? Callers, participants, please turn off the mic so that session will go.
Ma'am, it's Divya
Divya
Srinidhi.
Srinidhi, yeah, Divya Srinidhi. Will you please turn off your mic? I think we cannot hear. I'll make them. I'll make them.
Ma'am, the host can mute.
Now, is that okay? Now, I think
Yes,
everybody.
ma'am, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, it was very disturbing. And yeah. So, in our day-to-day life, what we can do for saving or conserving our natural resources, we can go on a bicycle instead of going on a bike. We can go, or we can go by walking. And we, hello, please turn off
We
your
can.
mic. Mute, please. Will you just mute your mic? It's very disturbing. Yeah. So, instead of going on bike, I will suggest you walk or use local transport like bus or uh, bus.
Bicycle.
Yeah, bicycle. So, yes. So, and other thing, one thing I would really like to share with you. Have you heard about the alternative sanitary pads?
Can
Heard?
you repeat again?
Have you heard about alternative sanitary pads, which is eco-friendly?
Maybe.
Okay.
ma'am.
So it's so it is cotton pads. So instead of using a regular sanitary pad, which is made up by plastic, we can use alternative. So girls can use alternative sanitary pads. There are many options in market now. You can use cotton sanitary pads as well as there are menstrual cups in the market. So there is a variety of alternative pads. You can search it. I'll also share the thing. So it's very comfortable to use a menstrual pad because it cost wise also it will reduce your cost as well as with the comfort you can get a good comfort with that. Also, you will help on nature because while we are using a regular pad which is made up from the plastic, I have shared on my Instagram today. I'll share this also and like our close out. So we cannot decompose that pad. So that is totally a red vest. That means it will decompose on their own in so many millions of years. It will take too much time to decompose. So instead of that, if we start using cotton pads or alternative methods for the which are provided, which are available in market, so that will reduce this decomposition to thin, and it will reduce, it will less harmful for environment as well. So if you're interested, you can ask me in school as well. I'll share it with you. Also, I'll share here as well. Next, the like whatever points you have mentioned previously, that
Ma'am,
you
can you
see
repeat
to
something
the
you told? You can ask me.
yeah, I told about the menstrual cup. So if girls are interested, they can ask me in school as well, or I'll share that here as
Okay,
well.
ma'am.
So yeah, if you want to know more about it, so we will. I'll post something on here as. I'll post that here as. So it is very comfortable and it is less
Okay, ma'am.
harmful for the environment as well. So so as I told, like pads which is made up from the plastic, it's sanitary pad which is made from plastic. It is taking too much time, long time to decompose. It's totally red waste. That means it is not decomposing at all. So it will go to decompose like red waste. So we cannot decompose that. So instead of using that, we should use alternative methods or alternative things which are available in market. So I was talking about that. So the another thing, we can use a cotton bag and as many as possible environmentally friendly products. So one thing that if we are cutting the milk bag or milk pouch, so how we are cutting? We are cutting the whole piece of it, right? So instead of cutting whole piece, we can cut it little bit and we can keep that plastic intact. So we should not cut the full piece. It is very harmful. Like it is not impactful to segregate the waste. So if we will cut a little bit of part and we will keep intact that plastic to whole pouch, that will go and while segregation of the waste, that will go it with that only. So the plastic segregation will be easy or that waste. Yeah, I think Omkar want to say something on it. Will you please share that?
Hi. Hi, hello everyone. Yes, as she was saying, yes, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, as our speaker was talking about this thing, milk bags. The thing is, when you cut that small piece of milk bag to just take out the milk, that small piece, if you throw it like anything in the nature, it creates a microplastic, and the evidence of this microplastic have been observed in deep oceans also, like really deep oceans, because some scientists had collected samples from very Mariana Trench and all. Mariana Trench, by the way, it's a deepest point where human have reached in the ocean. Not human as such, machines actually. But it was very surprising and shocking to see that even plastic was present in that particular part of the ocean as well. So we should really take care of that. And when you have some small pieces of plastic scattered here and there, it creates a microplastic, and it's very harmful because that microplastic is very difficult to remove. It gets into our body also. So yes, that is the thing that I wanted to talk. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Omkar, for helping me to describe this point. So this was the thing. So we should not use the plastic a lot, though it's our. We cannot totally ban the plastic because in our day-to-day life we are using plastic a lot. We should like we cannot control it, but yeah, of course, with reducing its use, we can control our use. So we cannot control manufacturing of the plastic, but yes, we can control our use of it. So there are main three R's you have heard about. Many of you have heard about it: reuse, like reduce, reuse, and recycle. So these are the main three R's in this conservation. So just keeping that these in your mind and use wisely. All resources please use wisely. So
Ma'am,
that's it. And thank you. Yes. Thank you for listening to me. I'll end up my presentation here. Now we'll continue the discussion over this. So yes, you can ask me questions on it. Sure. Somebody
ma'am,
want to say? Somebody was asking something.
Actually, there are 5 R's, right?
Yeah. Yes, please explain it.
Actually, as per our science textbook, there are 5 R's, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes. What do you want to try to say? Please say it.
Ma'am, you told that there are 3 R's that I want.
That is basic. That is basic 3R. So you can tell what those 5Rs are, and we
Ma'am,
can
can you tell
explain.
that star principle?
That 5Rs are like reduce, reuse, and recycle. I told you about these 3Rs. So repurpose or recover and the refuse, that refuse to do anything. So that are main 5 R's, and I told you about most 3 R's that we can do it easily, right? We can reduce easily, we can reuse easily, and we can recycle it easily. So that are main objective, or that are main basic things which we can do it in our daily life that I have done. So because I am doing that, I am doing these 3 things basically. So I told you about that. Yes, Tanushi, you want to say something?
No.
Okay, you raised your hand. I thought you wanted. Yes, Hima, you can say.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
So I just want to ask from you that from many time I want to ask that what did you like in the nature?
Okay, as I quoted, like as was my first slide, if you like nature, you will find a beauty everywhere. So as I said, I like everything in nature, as birds, animals, trees, whatever technology we have built. Man have made a variety of artificial things that we can use to save nature or conserve nature. That also I like the very much. Artificial intelligence as well. So it is not the true extreme things that nature is on one side and man-made artificial things are on one side. So it is inspired by nature. That's why it is included in nature. So I like that also. And as well as human is the beautiful creation of nature. I love children, so that's why I'm working with the children. So most amongst all of them, I like everything in the nature. But why did you ask me this question?
Okay. No, just you are working with on nature, so I only want to ask that what you like most in the nature. What when you see the thing, you like feel like a sukoon in Hindi we can say.
Oh, okay.
So
So
that's
yeah,
the thing.
okay. So that's really interesting.
Relax. So yeah.
Okay, I would like to share one small incident on that. So what happened? I think सब लोग हिंदी जानते हैं यहाँ पे. So if is it okay to if I talk to you in Hindi? I'm
Yes,
asking
ma'am.
to
Yes,
everyone.
ma'am. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So what I was saying yesterday in my school, I was sharing my incident of while I was in college, I was studying the snake. So I choose that topic because everyone have done that. Like most of the I loved snakes because I have seen that, and I was very afraid of that previously. Because every I think most of us is afraid of that because of we don't have the identification. हम लोग पहचानते नहीं हैं कि वो venomous है, poisonous है, इसलिए बहुत डर लगता है उससे. तो मैंने सोचा कि यही टॉपिक ले लेती हूँ प्रोजेक्ट के लिए. तो मैंने मेरे बीएससी प्रोजेक्ट का टॉपिक स्नेक्स के ऊपर लिया था. स्नेक्स और ट्री के ऊपर था, इंडिजिनस स्पीशीज ऑफ ट्री. सो तो क्या हुआ कि उसके बाद जब मैंने ये टॉपिक लिया तो मुझे डर था कि मैं इसका स्टडी कैसे करूँगी. और इट वाज अ प्रोजेक्ट कंपटीशन. So everybody took a project like tiger reservation, lion, shark. So there was a big animal like that. So they took interesting projects and very attractive things like tigers, as everybody is in love with the tiger, right? सबको टाइगर पसंद है. टाइगर पे इतना काम चल रहा है, इतना प्रोजेक्ट चल रहा है, तो स्नेक के ऊपर कोई देखेगा भी नहीं. So it was like that. So I was little afraid कि मेरा प्रोजेक्ट कैसा होगा और कैसे चलेगा. But in that project I got a like gold medal in that competition. So
Excuse me.
yeah, sure, please.
First of all, I want to congratulate you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And you can continue.
Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting.
No, thank you. So ये इंसिडेंट्स मैंने कल अपने क्लास में बताया. तो देयर वाज वन गर्ल, माहिन उसका नाम है. तो उसने मुझे कहा कि मैम बट स्नेक तो बहुत ताकतवर रहते हैं. तो मैंने कहा कि कैसे, डू यू थिंक दैट दे आर more powerful than any animal? So she said me, if snake will bite to tiger, then he will also die. तो snake powerful हो गए ना. तो मैंने कहा हाँ, ये तो मैंने सोचा ही नहीं था. मतलब इस तरह से बच्चे कितना अच्छे से मतलब हर चीज को देखते हैं और डिफरेंट नजरिया रहता है हर किसी का. So that was a different perspective for me, but I didn't think in that way. I thought कि ये थोड़ा सब लोग afraid होते हैं snakes से. So if you have seen कि there is in animals also शकुन अपशकुन ऐसे कुछ तो होता है. If you have seen crows or some birds like owl or something like हम लोग बोलते हैं नहीं अपशकुन हो गया, काली बिल्ली भाग गई आगे से, तो हम लोग बोलते हैं नहीं that is अपशकुन for us, right? But in animals there is no such a thing. It's totally science. So we should study that and we should present that in front of the world that it's nothing like that. That's a pure science. Or there are also animals. They are just animals. They're not doing anything to us. It's as simple. So that's why I took a snakes as a topic. And as you asked me questions previously, yeah, I love snakes because there are very like scary. वो बहुत scary भी होते हैं और बहुत interesting भी रहते हैं. Reptiles है तो मतलब इतनू से है पर उनमें हर टाइम पॉइजन कैसे जनरेट होता है. That was my main thing. मतलब मैं उस पर स्टडी करना चाहती थी बट आई डिडंट गेट अ चांस टू स्टडी ऑन इट. सो दैट प्रोजेक्ट ओवर देयर. बट देन आई हैव डन लाइक फिश प्रोजेक्ट. हमने फिश प्रोजेक्ट में ऐसा किया कि बाहर से कैल्शियम इंसर्ट करके मतलब बाहर से कैल्शियम देके फिश में बोन कितने स्ट्रॉन्ग होते हैं और कैल्शियम कितना डिपॉजिट होता है वो हमने स्टडी किया था अंडर वन ये था प्रोजेक्ट. सो you can also search it while you are going in colleges or when you will go in higher studies, go for higher studies. So look into that opportunities, find many projects as you can. Internet पे तो अभी बहुत सारा available है. So don't only study in classroom, just go out, do field work. So it will be helpful for you to grow or to get experience, more experience. तो मैं तो सजेस्ट करूँ कि ज्यादा से ज्यादा फील्ड वर्क कीजिए. तो मतलब वो ही ज्यादा अच्छा रहता है. प्रैक्टिकल करके जितना आप सीखोगे उतना सिर्फ क्लास में मतलब क्लास का भी उतना ही कंट्रीब्यूशन रहता है पर उससे ज्यादा खुद जब एक्सपीरियंस लोगे तो इट विल हेल्प यू मोर. एनी अदर क्वेश्चन?
Okay. Sure. No.
Ma'am,
Yes.
can you give one tip that we can do daily to conserve
Yeah.
plants or animals?
Yes. For animals, as I told you that you can put a water in summer days, or you can put a small bird nest also. You can find that how to make a bird nest to waste मतलब plastic bottles or the waste whatever waste in your house. You can collect that and you can make a bird nest from that. So it will be useful, but it should not be for pigeons. As I told you, pigeons are not that much. That evolution has been made in pigeons is nowadays it's very harmful for humans. So it is not good idea to make them around you. Pigeons, I'm talking about pigeons. And for now, other birds, you can of course give them a little bit of water. You can put a water for them. And for animals, I'll suggest you to just go outside, observe as many possible animals to you. Please observe it in nature instead of observing in zoo parks. That is not a real what you can say ecosystem for them. It's a closed or caged ecosystem for them. So if we can observe them in a natural state, in their natural state. So that will be helpful for you to understand them more.
Oh,
Go observe birds. Start observing bird around. In our schools also, you can find many birds. There are a lot of birds. If you uh,
yes,
in
ma'am, before
assembly, I'm
constructing,
always looking at that bird. In assembly, if you will see here and there, you can find those birds morning time. So while coming to school, while going back to home, or in any situation, you can find a bird. Just observe them, make a note of their activity, what they are doing. Try to identify them, try to find their scientific name, collect the data as much you as much possible to you. So collect it and you can put it on the. There is one portal also, so there you can put a different name of animals and you can find it also if you got anything. मतलब अगर कुछ अलग insect मिलता है, then nowadays there are हर जगह COVID में if you have seen mostly in COVID time people got a lot of things, like they have observed so many birds, insects, everything, flowers, butterflies. So but there was lack of identification. So there is one big portal, online portal. I'll share that portal with you. So on that portal you can put your picture and you can find the name with the greater identification, all those identification things, as well as it's an authentic and scientific information. It is not like a Google Lens. So in Google Lens, I it's my opinion that there is a lack of database, so you cannot find authentic information there. But on that particular portal, it is a very scientific portal. You can put a picture on that and you can find the scientific name of that particular animal. So this is the thing, you can do it in daily life. You can find the names, you can observe birds, animals, insects, everything. And to conserve them, you need to understand them. So with this, you can tell your upcoming generation that you have seen this animal, you have seen this bird, and you can collect data of that. Anything else?
Ma'am,
Yes, Steven.
ma'am, as you have done BSc in geology, can you tell me how to identify a snake, whether it is poisonous or not?
Yeah, yes. For that, like I have done internship in my nearby. Sorry, Ritvika. Can you just turn your mic? Sorry. So yeah, for that I have done my internship in one zoological park. It was snake park. So I went there. They first of all, it's a story and incident. So it is the base of your question. So they told me in first 2 weeks they told me to clean everything.
Sir, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, you can.
How do you consider about the time? Is it tour or not?
I have shared the form. You can fill it and you can leave it, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. I filled the forum and don't forget me, okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
I will
Thank
leave
you.
and next time I will join and I will discuss so many issues as you mentioned here. All the time I'm ready, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
just
So basically it
uh,
was Ishan sir.
yeah. Sir, here I would like to, before you leave, I would like to share one thing. Like next Sunday also, we are going to conduct one event. As you can see on the screen, the topic is learning being compassionate for animals. So as you was like you having the wonderful interaction at the beginning, I noticed. So might you can join this session also in our like upcoming Sunday. It's 11th March. Okay, sir. So maybe you can also there have some thought onto it this, like how we
Excuse
can be compassion, how we can have the compassion about animals, right, sir?
sir.
Yeah. Okay, so who want to leave the meeting? The form has been already shared in the chat box, so please do not forget to fill that attendance form. So you all will be getting within a week whatever the mail ID you will be filling in the form on that mail. Within a week you'll be getting a participation certificate, and the top 3 participants, as I mentioned in the beginning, who was really interacting well and responding, they will be getting a apart from participation certificate, there's a certificate called certificate of appreciation, right? Okay. Yeah, ma'am, you can go ahead.
Excuse me, sir.
Radhika ma'am, you can go ahead.
Shall I continue?
You can go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So, after going to that zoological park, they told me to clean. For 2 weeks, they told me to clean that space. I thought I thought like that. I came here for studying the snakes and doing all these things. So, why they are telling me to clean it and all? So, that sir told me that you should understand the animal first before handling it or before doing any interaction with that particularly. You should be very grounded and you should do all those things which is required for that habitat. So they told me like that, and after that I have studied that there was course like handling course. So through that course I have done the identification course as well. uh, Apart from that, I have this book of snakes. If you can see it, can you see it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so this is the book where you can find it, the basic information. So it is like this. You can find pictures of a snake as well as identification and other information of that snake. So they have given here is that snake poisonous or semi-poisonous. After after reading this book several times or many times, you can find it easily without taking this guides or field guides also.
Ma'am.
So through that you can find the birds, snakes as well. Yeah. Somebody is asking.
Ma'am.
Yes.
So I want to ask that from that book, how many snakes you have seen, like with your eyes, and how many snake you had worked on?
Okay. Like working with the snake, is very few. Actually, I have handled four snake calls. That is rescue calls. So it was in somebody's house. So I went with my friend and we have catch that snake and we have removed him or um, rescue him in some forest or hilly area. So that was four snake calls, and one was the biggest incident of a snake. And how many you asked me? How many? So it is around 16 to 20 snakes I have seen in nature. I'm talking in nature. Apart from the zoological part, there I have seen a lot of snakes because that was in the cage and that was under that habitual circumstances. So it came from all around India. So it is obvious that we can find it there. But in a nature, yes, I have seen 16 to 20 type of species of snake, and that is mostly in the Western Ghats of Maharashtra because I belong to that is my native place. So I went to the village of many times and I have seen there. So yeah, this is the question you've asked me about the snakes. And one incident that I was talking about, that was a major incident in my previous school where I was working. So it was a hilly area over there, and it was an open school. So we don't have a regular classrooms and all those structures. So in that school, as we have a hilly area, we had a hilly area. So there was a lot of animals that is surrounded by us. So there was a big rat snake over there, and that usually came to a school, and that was the path of that snake going and coming back. तो वन टाइम व्हाट हैपेंड, उसने एक नीचे वाले बंगले में जो कुछ बिल्लियां थी उसका मतलब किटन जो था वो खा लिया, मतलब पूरा नहीं खाया पर ट्राई टू बाइट एंड ट्राई टू ईट बिकॉज दैट वाज अ फुल ग्रोन स्नेक एंड उसको ऑब्वियसली इतना खाना तो लगता ही है. यूजुअली रैट स्नेक ऐसे ऐसे बहुत चीजें खाते हैं, मतलब स्मॉल एनिमल्स खाते हैं जैसे बिल्लियां, रैट. रैट तो उनका खाना है ही, बट लिजर्ड्स भी खाते हैं और दूसरे स्मॉल स्नेक्स को भी खाते हैं. तो रैट स्नेक इज नॉट अ पॉइजनस स्नेक, इट्स नॉन पॉइजनस स्नेक टोटली. तो वो बहुत बड़ा था, एज इट वाज मैच्योर फीमेल एंड इट गेव अ बर्थ. उसने पहले ही कुछ दिन पहले उसके बच्चे को जन्म दिया था, तो उसका बच्चा भी उसके साथ ही था. तो वो मतलब उसका पाथ था जो हमारे स्कूल से गुजरता था, वो स्कूल में से जाती थी और नीचे जाके खाना लेके फिर वापस हिल पे जाती थी, ऐसा उसका पार्ट था। तो जब भी स्कूल में आती थी तो हम लोग उसको कुछ नहीं करते थे, बिकॉज इफ द मेन प्रॉब्लम इज विद एनिमल्स, if we are doing something with them then only they will attack us. इंस्टेड मतलब उसके पहले वो अटैक, खुद से वो कोई अटैक नहीं करते हैं। तो दैट टाइम दे लाइक उस बंगलो में जब वो स्नेक गया, रैट स्नेक गया और उसने वो बिल्ली का बच्चा ऐसे बाइट किया, तो उन लोगों ने तुरंत ही स्नेक कैचर को बुलाया। और वो जो था स्नेक कैचर, तो ऑल ऑफ माय स्टूडेंट्स केम टू मी एंड दे टोल्ड मी दैट दिस हैपेंड। सो वी वेंट देयर and yes, everything for everything government has give you permission. मतलब सबके लिए लाइसेंस लगता है, जैसे कि गाड़ी चलाने के लिए लाइसेंस लगता है, तो वैसे ही स्नेक पकड़ने के लिए भी लाइसेंस लगता है। जो स्नेक फ्रेंड होते हैं उनके पास लाइसेंस होता है, जो एनिमल फ्रेंड्स रहते हैं उनके पास लाइसेंस रहता है। इफ यू वांट टू गो टू इन फॉरेस्ट एंड स्टडी, for that also you need to take a permission from the government. So so I asked him that please show me your license. Then he refused to show me his license, and he did not refuse. So that time, and he took that snake in the bag, big bag, and he went away. वो भाग गया। तो हमने गाड़ी का नंबर मतलब जल्दी से नोट किया और हम लोग पुलिस स्टेशन में चले गए, बिकॉज वी वाज लाइक टेलिंग हिम कि ये यही का स्नेक है और इट्स नॉन वेनमस और इट्स नॉन पॉइजनस। तो ये अगर उसका खाना है ठीक है, उसने नहीं खाया है अभी, वो बिल्ली का बच्चा मरा भी नहीं था, तो यू कैन पुट हिम अगेन बैक टू द हिल। आप उसको वापस हिल में छोड़ दे, क्योंकि उसको उसका बच्चा भी अभी हुआ था, मतलब उसको अभी अभी बच्चा हुआ था और वो कैच करके लेके जा रहे हैं और दूसरी जगह छोड़ने वाले। तो अगर हमने रिफ्यूज किया, उसके पास लाइसेंस भी नहीं था, देन वी वेंट टू पुलिस स्टेशन, वी हैव मेड अ कंप्लेंट, मी एंड माय स्टूडेंट्स वेंट टू पुलिस स्टेशन, वी मेड अ कंप्लेंट, बट वी कुड नॉट फाउंड हिम। उसने कुछ तो नाम बताया, अलग ही नंबर था, सब कुछ मतलब फर्जी बनाया था, सब कुछ नकली था, तो हमें कुछ वो मिला नहीं। बट दैट वाज द बिगेस्ट केस फॉर अस बिकॉज वी वेंट टू पुलिस स्टेशन एंड अगेन वी कॉल्ड अ कंजर्वेशन और एक्टिविस्ट लोगों को भी हमने कॉल किया, उनको बताया ऐसे इंसिडेंट हुआ है, पर हमारे पास कोई एविडेंस नहीं था, इसलिए वो छूट गया। सो दैट वाज द बिगेस्ट केस।
So you feel very sad because
Yes, yes.
like
Yeah. Yeah. I would like to
okay.
share one more book with you, just to show you that how to identify birds. On that, you can see this. Can you see this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the
Birds of the Indian subcontinent.
yeah, birds of Indian subcontinent. Continent. Yeah. So in
Okay.
my college days, I used to use this book a lot. तो पहले मैं पढ़ती थी और बाद में आइडेंटिफिकेशन सीख गई। So the Sridhar asked a good question: how will we identify a bird or snake? So first of all, you need to go through this. Like बहुत बार जाना पड़ता है, बहुत बार पढ़ना पड़ता है. Then you can identify with like जब और बहुत बार observation करते हैं. With a lot of patience, you need to observe because with animals, like animals का तो वो बहुत alert रहते हैं because they are already in nature and they are surviving in nature. So they are very alert and बहुत ज़्यादा ही मतलब चालाक रहती है। तो if you want to observe them, you need to be very alert and you need to be very patient as well, क्योंकि बर्ड्स को देखने में बहुत पेशेंस लगते हैं। कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि आपको कुछ भी नहीं दिखता, आप फॉरेस्ट में जाते हैं, पूरा दिन बिताते हैं, फिर भी कुछ साइटिंग नहीं होता, और अगले दिन बहुत कुछ दिख जाता है, ऐसे होता है। but that for that you need a lot of patience. Sridhar, do you have any questions?
Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Acha, Sridhar, yeah, Sridhar asked the question, ma'am, have you ever lived with a snake alone? Yes, it was in my village, like not my village. We went for a field trip with my student. I went with my student. So it was a field trip of 4-5 days. We stayed there for 4-5 days, and that time in village, you all know that in village, toilets are outside of the house. So and in that particular village, there was no light out, no street lights and everything. So we need to carry our torch or a light to like to be in a light. So like that, my students went to the toilet and they have seen a snake. So I took a long stick and I told them that do not afraid of that because it was non-poisonous snake. So I just made them, and they were small kids, like 1 or 2 grade kids. So they were very afraid of it. And they came to me by shouting that they have seen us, and they went. I made them went outside. I put them, like I sent them back to home, and I took a stick and like मैंने थोड़ा push किया तो that snake went on their own. So I did not have to do a lot of things for that. And yeah, I have done like one dissection of a snake, that vine snake. If you have seen it, you can see it on internet. I've done a dissection because I want to see that. I was like very curious what was inside the snake. Was that our like our system, our digestive system, nervous system, was it like that, or it's something different? But yeah, the digestive system was the same. I can share you the photos of that. I'll share. Okay. Yeah, somebody was asking.
Excuse me, Ishan sir.
Ishan sir.
Ishan sir.
Yes, yes, yes.
Ishan sir, can you
Yes.
please send the attendance link again? Because
Yeah.
my phone got switched off and I rejoined the meeting.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I shared the one second. You can check it.
Thank you, sir.
So scholars, if who have not filled the attendance form, please do fill. So you will be getting a participation certificate from our side, and you should hold for 1 week. Within 1 week, you will receive on your mail the mail which will be providing on the Google form. Right? Thank you.
Sir,
Yeah.
I have filled it and shared it. That's
Okay. Do you have any questions or?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So shall we stop, sir?
So
Shall.
yeah. So anybody have any question? I think all the question has been answered, right?
Yes, sir.
So these many things, many of the information ma'am has shared. I was also not known that. Today only I come to know that snake and at all. I was knowing that about birds and at all, but snakes also you have done the research in it all, and so yeah, it's really it was a really insightful information, and whatever the information you shared, you talked about conservation. Then the good question was like why we have to do conservation, right? That was a wonderful question, and there's a lot of conversation also. It was interactive session if we talk about overall, and yeah, at the last I would like to thank and I would like to express my sincere gratitude that you have taken today. It was really wonderful session, and you have engaged almost the students till the last. It's almost 2.5 like 2 hour of session, right? So yeah, and anyone else, any question at the last? We are going to wind up the session. If anyone have any doubt, please do ask, and even you can anytime you can reach to us. Okay. So I'm just dropping a website where like time to time we'll be conducting this kind of sessions. Okay, every Sunday, most probably every Sunday we used to conduct such kind of session. You can join us. You can enjoy like as at the beginning, like in middle. I was saying that there's a the upcoming Sunday, like 11th March, we have another session that's related to nature something and how you can be like again very close to the nature as ma'am was talking about, like everything is derived from the nature. If we like whatever the question we have in our mind, answer is hidden in the nature. We have to identify, right? So like technology also
Okay,
ma'am
so
was talking
sir,
about. Yes, yes, yes. I think it's Hizba. Yes, Hizba.
okay, so last question I want to ask from ma'am that ma'am,
Yes.
okay, so last question is that now what the things you
Hello, I cannot hear you.
and want to do next.
Sorry, Hisba, I cannot. I could not hear you. Can you repeat your question?
Okay, so I'm saying that you have searched many of things like snake, birds you had read. So the next step, what you will search or what you will work on.
What you will work on? Okay. So now,
Work.
okay. So now, मेरी बहुत like missed a lot to study marine animals. जैसे कि बहुत सारी I told you about the India got a long big marine coast. So मैं मेरा MSc मास्टर्स उसी में करना चाहती थी, marine biology, but there was no scope. Like, I did not got anything, like financial condition was not that much good. But now my plans are to like educate my students or learners to in that field so that they can or create their interest on that field, so that they can go there and study this science because अभी कैसे हो रहा है, everyone want to be doctor, engineer, that's it, that are the like what we can say, that are the attractive professions, everybody want to be that only. So instead of that, there are also like there are other positions and other occupations as well which is connected to nature. तो मैं बच्चों में ये इनकलकेट करना चाहती हूँ, और उनके जरिए से वो कुछ बन पाए, इससे वो ये चूज करे, ऐसा अभी मेरा ऑब्जेक्टिव है. सो आई एम प्लानिंग टू वर्क ऑन दैट इटसेल्फ.
Ma'am, I have two questions.
Okay.
Ma'am, can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
When was your first live experience of a snake, ma'am?
I was in 12th standard that time. Yeah, I was in 12th standard and I went for bird watching in my nearby hill. It was like very nearby to my home. So like उससे भी पहले, when I was very young, like third or fourth standard, that time I have seen one snake in village. So that was very afraid. That was yellow and black great snake. I think that was a great snake and that was poison. So everybody came and they killed that snake. So villagers came and they killed that snake. So that was my first interaction, and that from that time I was very afraid of snakes because I thought every snake is poisonous and we should kill the matlab, because of the villagers and because of my surrounding, I was thinking like that only, that we should kill the snake and every snake is poisonous. But when I have seen another time, the second interaction in 12th standard, I have seen that in hilly area. So I went with one sir. He was very like older than me. So he told me, no, this is not a poisonous snake, and you do not need to afraid of it. You can just observe it instead of doing anything to that snake. Just keep away of that and just observe it, and let them go or let that animal go. So I observe it, and from that time I decided that I should study snakes because of like reducing my fear of the snake.
Ma'am, who motivated you?
Uh, Actually, myself only. As I told you, it is our study, it is our journey. So we should only motivate ourselves. And yes, that sir also, I would like to give him credit. His name is Rajesh Shirke. He was in the snake park. And Shendkar, Rajesh Shendkar, the another sir with whom I went for the bird watching, and my journey of bird watching started with him. So he motivated me for bird watching. Uh, so like he motivated me. Firstly, he motivated me for bird watching to sit on one place for a long time, doing nothing, sit quietly and watching the bird. As I told you, like many times it happens, we went there and we have seen nothing. Like there was nothing, no sighting at all. We have not seen any beautiful bird or nothing like that. But just we need to sit and we need to be very, very patient. And another day you can find a very beautiful thing in your life. You can experience a beautiful forest, beautiful animals. So yeah, the people around me, they motivated me a lot, and my college also. So they motivated for like, if even though I am not going to classroom, I'm bunking my lectures, but I'm doing field work. So they did not said anything because I'm presenting my reports and other things. So they gave me permission to go out and to study on field. So that was a really motivational thing for me. As well as my family also supported me for that, because I have to wake up very early, and my mom was waking me up like, yeah, go, you have to go for bird watching. So she helped me. She was giving me tiffin and all those things. So all those things, they also helped me. They also motivated me.
Ma'am,
Yes.
then ma'am, how you are now researching about the nature?
Yeah, I think Isba also asked me same question. What is your plan? What is your next plan for?
No,
So
ma'am, she's asking that how we are researching now.
now, okay, now I'm not doing any research on a particular thing, but yes, I'm planning. I'm doing now. Currently, I'm working on one project called. It is a project of trees. So it is not of animals, but it is a study of trees. So recently, I have started it, and there is one more. I have started study and researching about insects. Can you see this word? Book. So it is. I have taken it from our school exhibition. So
Ma'am,
yeah.
I think you have lots of habit to read books.
Sorry, what can you say? Will you
Ma'am, I
repeat
think
again?
you have so much habit to read books.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. So it's a very interesting look. You can find it. It's a picturesque book. So it's very interesting to read about the pictures and the information. So it's not boring at all. So instead of reading,
Can you tell your college name?
it's a Ferguson College from Pune, and it's Pune University. You can find it on Google. And I think there are colleges
And
in Hyderabad as well.
ma'am, where are you from?
I'm from Pune, Maharashtra.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Sridhar want to ask some questions. Sridhar? Okay. Sridhar, do you want to ask, or shall I stop?
Ma'am, I want to ask.
Yeah, ask.
Ma'am, I texted them in the chat. Okay. What was it? Ma'am, I heard
Okay,
that
wait.
snakes smell from the tongue. Why, ma'am?
Sorry.
Ma'am, I heard the fact that snakes smell from the tongues.
Yeah, there
Why?
are sensory receptors on their tongue, so that's why they are like putting their always like they are doing hiss from their tongue. So yeah, there are sensory receptors on their tongue, because they are having very poor eyesight. So through the tongue, they are smelling it and they are reaching to the target, or through the that sensory organ, they are reaching to their particular object. So because they cannot see properly through their eyes. Yeah, somebody.
Ma'am, why they can't see, ma'am? They have no.
Sorry, I don't understand what you are asking me.
Ma'am, the snake has eyes, no, ma'am. Why they can't see?
Yeah, that is only that they are having very poor eyesight. They are not having good eyesight like humans. They can only see black and white colors. They cannot identify other colors, or they cannot recept other colors as. So there is a scientific reason behind it, because they're very less eyesight. Even though
Ma'am, do
we
snakes
have
have ears?
uh, no, 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 no
Ma'am,
ears.
then how can they
Ma'am, but
having
tell
their
that if
In only
muscle, miss?
sorry.
Excuse, ma'am. Then how they can identify us? If you'll run, also they'll come back of us only, na,
Then
miss.
that is what the sensory organ. The tongue, they're having strong sensory organs or sensory receptors. Through that, they can sense you and they can reach you. They cannot hear, they're deaf. They're having ear holes, but they are deaf. So they cannot hear you. So if you have seen the that snake wala, and they also, of course, they can feel a vibration. Vibration sensations are also strong. They are having strong vibration receptors. So through that, they can sense you and they can follow you. And one more thing, if you
ma'am,
have seen
but
that snake, yeah, sorry.
if they make a sound that like song, they'll snake
Exactly,
gets.
exactly. That is the because of the actions, and that is through the sensory actions and vibration. Whatever vibrations are creating through that sound, they can sense that and they can move around that vibration. So it is because of that vibrations, not because of that sound. They are deaf; they cannot hear. Yeah. So I think we can conduct one more session on the snakes. So we will
Yes,
talk
ma'am.
about
Yes,
that
interesting.
later on. Yeah. Yes, yes, definitely. We will take one more session on this. Uh, Sridhar, do you
Sure,
want to ask
ma'am.
something?
Because you know that we are
Yes, yes, continue. Who was talking?
no, I'm saying that we can do one more session on
Yeah,
later because
yes,
we all are curious about them. So that's why you or only you can answer all the facts.
and
That's the
for that
reason.
another like, yeah, okay. We will take another. No problem. Okay. So shall I stop? We'll meet another day. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Sure.
We are so inspired of you, miss.
Nice. Yeah, nice to talk to you, all of you. Thank you for listening
Nice to
very patiently.
nice to meet you, ma'am.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, so
Just
scholars,
can
I
you
hope
turn?
that you all have enjoyed this session, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Too much we
You all
enjoyed.
have enjoyed this session, and I can feel that vibration, like how members talking, how the animals have their senses, like they have kind of sensors, so they can feel the vibration. So the same from the session also, I can feel the vibration. So you all have enjoyed the session, and you
Yes,
really,
sir.
all of you ask really wonderful questions, and yeah, here at the last, like. I would like to say that next Sunday we have another one more session related to animals only, like how you can be compassionate about animals. Okay, like okay, I would like to ask one question. When the word animal comes into your mind, what you think of? What do you think first? What thought comes into your mind first when the animal word come into your mind? Anyone?
Lion will come, sir, for me.
Lion will come. Okay.
No,
Yes, sir.
the
Lion or tiger.
A living organism which has four legs.
Which will live in jungle.
no. In my mind,
Jungle preserves.
the word come is that what animal? Which animal? Is there a new animal?
Okay.
Sir, an organism which has four
Fine.
legs.
Like the thing, if you take the example of like cat, okay, cat, okay. So what thought comes into your mind, like in terms of values, you can say, or like behavior or something like that? When cat and dog you talked about.
Cat chases like
The
mouse.
dog honesty, cat
Honesty, very good. Honesty, okay.
Honesty.
Cat,
Sir, it's
Cat,
not the oldest mammal.
milk, sir.
cat is like a she. It is cute
cute.
in my
Okay.
way.
This will be like
Not only cat is cute, all the animals are cute, right? When they are baby,
No,
right? Even
yeah, yeah,
even
sure.
we
But
as
you're talking about
even even we baby when we used to be very shy like baby, we'll be also very cute, right?
sir.
yeah, sure.
Sir, then
Yeah.
you're telling now we are not cute. You're
Yes,
telling
No.
that your child you're cute. Then now you're not.
Okay, fine. So, like, what I was trying to say that, like, animals, like, when we think about it, comes about, like, as one of the scholar mentioned, honesty, whatever the values are there, those things comes into mind. And it's like animals are like directly, or you can say indirectly, it is a part of our nature, right? And today, totally, we were talking about animals and at all, and even it's like how we are going to conserve nature, because if we not conserve the nature, what will happen? The animal exploitation, and you can see, you might heard many of the news in the newspaper or news, like some bushfire happened in the jungle and many of the animals died. A few years back in the Australia, might you heard that news, the heavy bushfire happened and many of the kangaroos and
many
many of the,
elephants.
yeah, many of the animals died, right? Now the thing is there anything like why like the thing is bushfire happened and they are very, what you say, innocent, right? And like they are dying. So what crime they have done? Did they have done any crime? No, right? So we have to, in order to look for that, we have to conserve the nature. The fine. So the thing is, next like Sunday, upcoming Sunday, we are going to organize another one more session, and you can see the topic learning being compassionate for animals. So you can again join the session next Sunday. We'll see you again. Okay, and you can see, and we'll be circulating the posters. You can visit our website also, it is mentioned over here. Okay, and you will be again you'll be having some attractive goodies and certificate of appreciation for that session. And in future also we'll be conducting as many as session, and as today you all was requesting that to conduct one more session on the snakes.
About
So
snakes.
definitely, yeah, snakes. So we'll keep that point into mind, and we'll just yeah, we'll definitely plan for one more session with the ma'am on, especially on snakes. Okay, so next time whenever you see the snake, you'll make the friendship with the snake, not run away from it, right?
Sir,
No,
we'll
sir.
have heart.
I'll remember
We'll scared, sir.
whenever I see the snake, I remember about for the teacher, for the ma'am, that yeah, if she will be here, then what she will do?
Okay, like in Hinduism and Hindu methodology, right? Shiva, what is in the neck of the Shiva? It's a snake only, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
So
yes,
if we try
snake.
to observe from the very close to all the animals, they are very innocent. So we have to study on them, and as ma'am was mentioning, right, we have to know about them, how to handle them, because they are nowadays animals are get fear from the, especially from humans, right? So we have to make the good friendship with the animal. Like if you look at the stories in the Panchatantra and those kind of stories, you see the animals and humans, they are together, right? In the pictures also, Ramayana and Mahabharata, many of the animals will be together, right?
Yes, sir.
And even nowadays, if you find out some of the dogs and cat, what we say, dog and cat, they are enemy of each other, right? Or friends?
Friends.
Dog and
Friends.
cat.
Friends. Both.
They are friend, but nowadays, if you see cat, when a cat see the dog, the cat will run very fastly, right?
No,
Yes,
But
sir.
many
sir.
of the village nowadays,
Dogs and cats are
no.
enemies now.
But
They are
but
friends.
in the villages, might you can find might you will find out that cat and dog playing together. But in the cities area, I have seen many of, like, whenever cat will from maybe half an kilometer also, if we the cat will see a dog,
Yes, sir.
cat will run
It's true.
and
Why,
repeat,
sir,
right?
only in villages and why not in cities?
in cities the thing is the way of living has changed, okay, and the way the people and their uh, how they live and everything has changed there. But in a still village it is like similar like that. We are very close to nature, but as we come to city we have quite far away from the nature, right? So might that be that would be the reason, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. uh, okay, scholars, so it is almost two hours, right? Not 2 hours, I think. It is like, yeah, almost 2 hours. We have exceeded the session also. So it was we planned for almost 1.5 hour, but it has gone a half an hour. It has extended. So that shows that it was really interesting session. And definitely on your request, we'll plan for one more session, especially on snakes, so you can make the friendship with the snakes. Whenever next time we visit your home, lot of snakes will find out around your home.
You
Okay.
remember
No, sir.
And yeah, at the last, one more very important thing, like whenever you see a snakes in your home or maybe near to your home, don't try to kill that. It's innocent, right? So don't just try to make others also aware. No need to
Yeah,
kill that. It's innocent, okay? So that is what you can do from your
sure,
side.
sir.
Yeah.
yes, sir.
And I'm excited for the next that session and the session we will take with ma'am once again. I'm literally too much excited.
Right, right, right. Okay. So in the future, we are going to conduct so many sessions, okay, like this, so many wonderful
Sure.
sessions going to be. So you can even you can invite your friends also, like, okay, so let them also get aware of it. And we are mostly talking about natures and animals, and even like as our organization Antriksh India, you can visit our website. You can find out so many events which in the queue, okay, and we are planning. So like some kind of event like tree plantation. Many of you love at the beginning said, "Na, what we can do." So might we can plant some tree or something like that, or what we can do. So that kind of event we are planning. We just keep an eye on our website, and yeah. Okay, so that is what from my side. And once again, thank you so much, ma'am, for making that session very interesting. And
Thank you so much, all of
I
you.
think I should also will now start to research on snakes and at all. Okay, my background is not that, but I had many things. Yeah. Okay, so
Sir,
scholars, yes, yes, yes.
who are the three appreciations for all the
So, ma'am, would you like to announce or what? Like, you can announce if you want. You have observed already. If you want to, you can. From your
Sir,
observation, you
have
can.
you asked the question?
Yeah, yeah, actually, students
Sorry,
are
I
asking
was.
who are those top three that like who are more active, right, in the session.
Oh, okay. Top.
If you want to say, you can
Yes.
say that. Yeah.
Okay, I'll share it with you, or should I share it now? Share it.
now.
You can share it now also.
Okay, okay. So his bar, Ridhishri, they all are they all are they all are talking, and they all are interested, and they all are participating like very nicely. His bar, Ridhishri, Sridhar, and Tanushri. Right. Cool.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, and that
Thank you,
one
ma'am.
that yeah,
Thank you, ma'am.
I don't remember, but
Yeah, there was a guy from,
was
I
from,
think he was from
Is
he was from Afghanistan. He was doing interaction,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. He was from
So, yeah, I have
what?
remember his name.
Kudratullah Muf
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah,
He was also interactive, but he was
yeah,
in hurry, I think. So
yeah.
he
Actually, he
leave
was
early.
outside, I think it seemed. Okay, can you repeat the one's
Maybe.
name again? I will note down the name.
Yeah. So his bar,
Okay, Hiswa. Yeah.
Sridhar and Tanushri, all were there.
ma'am, mine.
I took him Ridhishri and Tanushri, Sridhar, Ridhishri, Tanushri, his bar. Okay.
Ma'am,
And
when
Mudra sorry, what are you saying? Kudratullah Mufakir.
So guys, do all of you have filled the Google form, right? That attendance form.
Yes, sir, we have done.
Okay, perfect. So okay, guys, then have a nice day. Have good dinner. Okay, good sleep. See you again
Same to you,
soon.
sir.
See you soon again with the new session, new energy. Okay, and eagerly waiting for you for the next upcoming session, which is reflected on the screen. Okay, and this session is also going to be very exciting, and definitely will be coming with another one more new session on the snakes. Okay, or maybe we can give the session name itself as a friendship with snakes, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Sir,
so we have done with
sir,
the session. Who want to leave, they can leave the meeting, and who want to ask, and I will be here. Ma'am, if want, ma'am can be also here. If you are, ma'am, okay with that, will 8:15 will wind up the session. So if anyone want to interact, they can interact, and remaining can leave. We have done with the session.
Yes.
ma'am, are you a vegan?
Yeah, yes.
See, most of the thing like who you see love like nature lover and animal lover, they are close to nature, and you will find that they are. It's not about like about vegan. Vegan is when we say that word. What you thought, ma'am? What is your idea about it? Like when the word come into mind. But because most of the people think vegan is something like not having any animal related things. So vegan is not only about that, I think. What is your light on it, ma'am?
Yeah, it is not only about the animals, right? It is all about the ecosystem which is around the animals. So, as you said, like a beach, if we will take an example of milk, so if we are taking that milk from a cow, then the first right of that milk is like that calf. It is on that, and after what is remaining, that is we can consume that. But when it is only with the industrial objectives and like when it goes to that company objectives and the large scale production objectives, so that is very what that cruelty is happening there, and as we will talk about that, that is not good.
If
If
the
we are
milk
consuming that
production
milk,
stops, they were killing it and they were
somebody is
killing
saying something. So that is my opinion on that. Of course, you can describe it more interestingly, sir.
Okay. Any other question, guys? Callers? There are so many snakes. Who kept this so many snakes on the chat box?
Sir, but
Okay.
we have another session. Sir, we'll ask that time.
Yeah. Okay. So shall we close the session? Ma'am,
yes,
shall we close the
sir.
session? Okay, perfect. Perfect. So see you guys soon again. Have a good dinner.
Sir,
Have a good sleep, and see you soon again. Okay.
sir,
I think
excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
asking
Yes,
something.
Hisba. Yes, Hisba.
So the last few words I want to say that in Spanish, I want to say that adios, buenas noches.
Can you repeat once again?
What does okay.
Adios, buenas noches.
What's that actually, Hisba?
What does it mean?
I'm saying that in Spanish language, I'm saying adios, buenas
Oh.
noches, bye, good night. I'm saying
Okay. Okay. Oh, so you are learning Spanish. Great. Great.
yes, sir.
Okay, great.
Oh.
Good night. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
sir.
Bye.